Uh-oh. Looks funky. I know I got my rotation set. Don't tell me it's on landscape mode. Device. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure what in the world happened. It's working now, so I think I'm good. It's formatting funky. Hell, even the uploading of my thumbnail wasn't working that well. What the hell going on? Simply put, I just got a Misfire with this truck still. The truck is truck. I did a lot of stuff to this thing, man. Put brake rotors. Hey Zyra, put front brake drums. I said drums. Front brake rotors, pads, painted calipers, new wheel bearings, dust caps, rear shoes, just everything. Valve cover gaskets. I think it was one of the videos I did a while ago. Got those put on here. It does need intake gaskets, so I think that's something we're going to wind up doing in the future. Now, I do want to add that the computer, why not having replaced eventually, didn't want to start, had a strange clicking noise in it. And one other big important thing, it had bad gas in it. And with those bad gas symptoms, it just did not want to run well. Misfired, some of the cylinders rusted out and washed out and stuff. So here we are, just tinkering with it as I go. Sorry, I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cool. Just another day. Things can always be better though. I'm a pessimist from a social standpoint initially. That's how I am. But things can always be better. The day, honestly, if I had to evaluate it, kind of sucked. But it was like, it was up and down. Things cool. How you doing? But yeah, so that's what I got. I got a Misfire today I'm going to deal with. Did put new plug wires. One thing I will add, the timing was off on a distributor. I got that straightened out. Let me see if I can get this lighting right from before. Okay. The distributor timing was off one tooth. So I had to pull the distributor, put everything back in time, and it starts up perfectly fine. Because before it was like running like the timing was advanced. You get that struggle turn. That's what you get. So I figure, hell, I'm slow mentally, but I'm slow today, so I'm gonna work on this. Just touch it, pull some plugs out, look at it. I do have my inductive timing light. Just checking for misfires, looking at the flashes, and just trying to isolate which cylinder is misfiring, because these V8s are very they're going to be a lot more difficult to find what misfire the cylinders on, because all of them work in such harmony that it sometimes it's not a real hard dead miss. So I kind of went off the flashes of the inductive timing light. Hopefully I'm gonna try to pull the plug, whatever I find, clean it off, and see if it'll take some snap throttles, because it doesn't right now. It want to backfire, and that's a sign of intake gaskets. And these intake gaskets are jacked up. It's been sitting for years, and just too much stuff. That's why I don't like old trucks, man. And these project vehicles, they become paradoxical. You start putting one thing in, and next thing you know, you're doing all this other stuff. And I did have a couple other videos where I did the rear brake hoses. We did the differential. Did the seals and stuff in the back. We did a lot of stuff. And it's like the show goes on, the project continues. There was another thing where the AC line popped off on me. I was diagnosing that. I think it was on live, and it wound up just popping. So that's what I had going on with that. So let's see what we got misfire wise and pull the plug out. So you're gonna be doing a Harlem Shake. I'm not gonna physically pull the wires off, but I am going to put my inductive timing light to it and see which ones are misfiring. So hear this engine roar. little slower. Pass. Pass. Yeah, foul, man. Flash with this one here. It starts and then it just fine now, or it like completely shut out at one point. going after the one on the side over here. It feels like that will be our culprit. It had a very slow response, more laggy response than all the other ones. So we're gonna pull that one out, see what happens, see what it looks like, and hopefully that's the case. I put a mark on it. Another thing this truck be doing is running out of gas, and I'm just like, does it have a hole in the gas tank or what? It is running rich too. Need something to stand on because it ain't that tall. Average height. So let's see here. We want to this one, and let's pull the plug out. Put new wires and everything on it. Luckily, I put the bug juice on it. That helped. So by pulling these wires off. Let's see. We can get it longer. Oh gosh. Packing hose came out. The vacuum light came out again. At least it ain't break. This came out. So if this plug is fouled and black, then that's gonna be our problem. And I'll just clean it off. Put some brake cleaner on it. Clean it up real good. Pop it back in there. Should be fine. Like I said, when the truck had that bad gas in there, it just messed up a lot of stuff. What are we looking like? Yeah, it is filed pretty bad. Let me show you what it looks like. This is the plug here. Oh. I think I can zoom in on this. Oh, yep, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't look that great. It's definitely filed. It's got like, I don't know, the camera ain't gonna pick up a lot of detail, but on the electrode is got like oil on there. It's almost bridging. We'll clean it off. Details still ain't gonna pick up, but it's a lot better. Looks normal now. I didn't know, like, for the little threads that this plug got on there, it sits pretty far in the cylinder. There was carbon all the way up to about that second thread, if I recall. Right there. Sits pretty far in the cylinder. Who is that? I don't know you. Who is that? Don't know you. Keep on keeping on. Creeping in the front there. Oh shoot. I don't like that. Alright, let's put this back in there. Somebody must be getting like a delivery. I know I'm gonna have problems with the plug in there. I just grab some 3/8 hose, slide this on the back, and then I can turn it in there. No problem. This is my extension. Instead of putting it on the extension, since I don't have a magnetic socket or anything. Am I going the right way? Oh, no. Shoot, I was putting, oh gosh. Wrong spot. See where I am. I don't know what the hell I am. Okay. Clean this engine off as much as I could with brake cleaner and compressed air. Still needs to go to a car wash, get pressure washed. This is not working as I intend. Okay, it is working. Okay, that's good. Nope. There we go. I got the thread started. I'm just gonna screw it in until it falls off. Special tool has a part number too. 7001 from O'Reilly. This is a Gates part number. So in case you want to get that special tool to install spark plugs, there you go. Let's put this back. I should have got the longer. I got the longer extension sitting by me. I don't know why I don't use it. Okay. All right, let's put this back on there and see if I did anything to help this situation out. Took me a while to figure out there was bad gas in here. I don't. Yeah. Bad gas symptoms are funky. Put this hose back in there. I need to put a new evaporator in here for the AC. I want to fix the air conditioning. I hate this truck. I don't know, like it's. I don't know. It just seemed like it's just so paradoxical. So much stuff that need to be fixed on this thing. I heard it had a high resale value. Still got a little shake to it. Still got that little bit. I really probably need to pull all those plugs and check them all. Camera back. I feel like it got worse, to be honest. Flashing a lot faster. And we'll go to the next one. It's one of these plugs. That's weird. This one's questionable. We'll go to that one last. I'll go to that last cylinder last because it keeps on. I'm gonna go to this one. This one's a little slow. How slow that pace is. Going after that one next. We'll go after this cylinder next. It has a slow pace. It's pace. Let's see what's up with this one. I left the clamp on me. Got this. Follow it down to this cylinder here. Okay. Pull that off. Take that plug out and clean it. See if we can get the pace sped up. Running so rich. Technically, this motor needs to come out. It needs a new motor in it. Tell you, like when I did the valve cover, it was so much sludge in there, it was ridiculous. No, I don't need this one. I need a shorter extension. This one should look like the other one I just pulled out. No. Clean that. Let's see what happens. I want to put new intake gaskets on here, man, and I just don't want to have to do it, but I wish I would have painted the valve cover gaskets when I had them off. But I didn't. Hindsight is always 20/20, I tell you. Should have put them with them. Okay. No room on this side. Let's see how this one looks. Yeah, that one's filed too. I'm gonna clean this one off, do the same thing and see what happens. Whew. Boy, I got this cleaned up. That looks a lot better. Looks nice and clean. I left my special tool back there. I'm gonna see if I can rotate this in there without it. Got a lot more room on this side than the other. Take this wrench here, tighten it up. And, hate trucks. Oh gosh. Got a couple trucks I gotta work on next week too. I just don't like them. I just don't have to like climbing in them. I wish they were smaller. right, let's see what happens. Backfire. Should put the vacuum gauge to it to see what the vacuum's like. Let me get my vacuum gauge. Pull that out. Now I think we can hook up on one of those vacuum hoses up there. Right here. Cool. In the car, the snap throttles are a lot better. That felt normal. And it felt normal as it's going to get for the age and condition of the vehicle. Put it that way. It didn't backfire or hesitate like before. So that one was the primary culprit, cleaning that other plug out. So that fixed that. Technically, I should replace all of them. I should. That bad gas fouled all them plugs out. I know it fouled all of them, but it's so many variables. Like the amount of compression in the cylinder. If the compression is low, it's not going to be able to burn efficient. That's why, like, when you start to have weak cylinders, you start fouling plugs out because compression builds heat. That's how the car is able to produce power. So the lower the compression, the less heat is going to generate, the less efficient it's going to burn. So this is why what we got, probably, I assume. So I still wouldn't mind doing the intake gaskets because it is leaking oil around on the block there. Even though I cleaned everything as best as I could under the intake when I did the valve covers, it's got a little bit of oil spillage. Plus, this truck is 1990. Hell yeah, it's not gonna be great. Ugh. Well, I haven't messed with none of my cars yet. I haven't tried to restore these vehicles. Still got some little stuff I gotta tighten up. And it's just the intake hose. Just trying to isolate the misfire because again, it wouldn't start up before because of this. I thought it was like a fuel issue. I do need to see why it's leaking gas and. Because if it sit for like a few days, you go back to start it up, it ain't doing anything. Oh gosh, I almost dropped my camera phone. Oh gosh, that camera phone, I almost dropped my phone. Slid in this little hole here. I think I need to do anything else. I think I'm fine. 3 women died at what now? Got a bunch of news articles. 3 women died at a psychiatric unit 2 months ago. So as far as messing with that AC, the evaporator took a crap. Evaporator hose. This is the high pressure side, or the liquid side that blew up. Doesn't have a flared in or anything out of there. Coming out, no springs inside of here. That's gotta be replaced. Then we need to put a steering column in it. The guy who owned it last, ignition switch is stuck, so we had to. I said, well, not we. So when I got it, it's a push button start in there. It's a lot of little just miscellaneous stuff. So the vacuum level was fine. I put it on the gauge. I had a Harbor Freight one. It was like a green-red indicator if the vacuum is insufficient or not. The vacuum level is fine, but I still wouldn't mind changing those intake gaskets. Would not mind it. Check the oil level in here still, see what that looks like. I haven't been doing anything but letting the truck idle for a while, so there's no way the oil level is going to be able to drop. That's fine. As far as the overwhelming amount of sludge in there, I don't know what a person could use to get all that out. And I don't think there's a chemical that is sold on the market today to be able to wipe out sludge buildup. Sludge in there is pretty bad. And again, the engine has so many miles on it. It's not that much, but back in the day, the oil level, the oil quality wasn't that great. It wasn't up to the standards as they are today. You know, I even remember my dad telling me that the Mobil one. It was like one of that had the worst reputation of oils. Used to set up, I guess, because of the detergents in the oil. I don't know. I find it hard to believe. That wouldn't be pretty bad. I say bad. It wouldn't be good at all. Developing oil developing air pockets, causing the bearings to fail, and it wouldn't be able to hydro lubricate as it's supposed to. If I can get the light on, I'll be able to see that oil leak. Let me see if I can get the flashlight. Oh, there we go. Like I said, I don't know if the detail's going to be able to pick that up or not. There's that oil down. I know it's coming from those intake. Look like it's coming from the intake. It's not like something I really want to have to jump into. Hell, I like to think it's probably coming from the cover gasket, but I mean, why would oil just seep through there? It's a pretty random location. leaks aren't going to be in the favorite area. I don't know. I could be wrong though. I just didn't like that backfire out the intake when on the snap throttle. What I could do is just clean the area again and see if it comes back. I mean, but right now, I mean, the truck is capable of being driven on the road and stuff. Hmm. That's the route I would take. I mean, it could have been from when I pulled the distributor out. I mean, the oil accumulated. Right. It really does just need some miles driven on it, because I wouldn't mind seeing how well the engine works. It does smoke a little bit out the tailpipe, like if it sits there and idle for a while. So again, the sludge that's in there wouldn't surprise me if the valve seals are just crap, and that's why I'm like in favor of this motor being pulled out. Technically, the only thing this truck really needs: a motor, transmission, steering column, and evaporator for the AC. Once all that get done, I mean, the truck would be in excellent shape. We can when we pull the motor, paint it. I don't want to say paint the engine bay, clean it up real good. I mean, the wiring harness look pretty good for how long it's been. You would think like rats and insects probably would come here and eat everything up. I mean, the computer, when I pulled the computer apart, it did have some condensation in the. My internet was acting stupid. The computer did have some condensation inside the housing. Let me turn this flashlight off. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, after a while, after a while, I was just messing with it. I mean, this truck did this. It came a long way. Still got a long way to go. I don't think we're gonna wind up doing valve seals or anything drastic. Like I said, I'm gonna clean that. Yeah, never mind. I see it. Yeah, I can see that trail from the intake where oil is being spilled, was being pushed out. And honestly, like I said, it'll probably take care of that backfire when popping. That is one of the obvious symptoms of a blown intake gasket. Damn. And that'll honestly should cure the stalling problem. Because like when you initially start it up, it wants to shut down. Forgot I put an EGR tube on here when I did the valve covers. It looks like the valve cover's got to come off anyway when you pull the intake. So if I do have to, it might not. I don't know, but it usually has like a lip over it where you have to pull the valve covers. At least like I know on Chevys, because you could pull one side off and lift it up if I recall properly. It's a Ford, so. But then if I have to, I know we want to, but when I go back over it and pull those off, I'm definitely going to paint those valve covers. You want to paint that intake back orange. I don't know, when a motor just looks so bad like this one do on the inside, it's kind of discouraging. I was like, oh. Ooh. Damn. But at least it's not like it's my brother stuff, so at least it's not somebody that needs it done ASAP. So much stuff. I don't think I feel like doing anything else. I got a Mazda out there that needs a fuel pump, but lady's not gonna put no more money into it. I say we could probably go a little in depth playing with that and diagnose that or whatever, but it ain't nothing special. Diagnosed that the fuel pump was pretty much broke. It was cut and dry. Took the fuel pump relay out. Supply power was sparking. Fuel pump eventually came on. It was real weak. So nothing special with that. I thought about like hooking up the amp clamp, seeing what the current draw looked like on the oscilloscope, but what's the point? All right, I'm about to kick rocks. Hit that link, subscribe channel, stay informed, had to reach for some work, and see you on the next one.